As she and her husband went outside after hearing sirens and were met by people seeking refuge from the chaos. They let people use their phone and wound up hosting a dozen of their friends who had all been separated once the shots were fired.
It was very chaotic and scary. I mean, these kids were really shook up. Somebody told them to get down, and when they got down, people got on top of them, and I think that's how they got more of their injuries, by just being pushed onto the ground.
Well, Christian, despite everything that has happened, Linda says she and her husband will remain in Las Vegas for the remainder of the week and just try to make the best of the rest of their vacation.
Amazing story. ABC2 Chanel Pearman live in Middle River. Thanks very much for that. Well, there's been a big concern since the massacre, a shortage of blood for the victims. You saw many of the more than 500 people who were injured in dire need of blood donations Monday. People lining up in Las Vegas to help those victims. Now, here in Maryland, the Red Cross is also ready to act. Already, 250 units of blood have been sent to help the victims in Las Vegas, and special blood drives are now being planned here.
I can imagine that there will be specific drives to help with the aid for patients, but one of the things that this does is it raises awareness.
Yeah, the Red Cross always in need of blood, especially after tragedies like this. We have information on how you can help. We have that on the website, abc2news.com right now. Also, if you'd like to help the victims of the mass shooting, the Clark County Commission Chair from Las Vegas has set up this GoFundMe page. And so far, more than $2.9 million has already been raised. The goal, $3.5 million. One of the donations on there, $400,000 from a single donor. 4:36 right now today, the Cathedral of the Incarnation holding a service for victims of gun violence. It starts at 12:15. Everyone encouraged to attend. This comes after a special service that happened last night at Emmanuel Episcopal Church. We Cry for Vegas, a special service for healing, hope, and peace. Clergy there hoping these services can help foster a sense of community and hope. Well, you can continue to get the latest alerts on this still developing story on social media. There will be new information coming out today. Follow us on Twitter, ABC2 News, at ABC2 News. You can also follow Ashley and I on Twitter, at Ashley James, ABC2, and Chris from ABC2. Be sure to turn on notifications so those tweets, when they show up, that you notice that they are there. More breaking news from overnight. Legendary rock star Tom Petty has died. This comes after a day of confusion. There were some reports that he had died Monday evening. Then came some reports he was still alive. Now, the news of Petty's death has been confirmed by his longtime manager, who says that Tom Petty died peacefully at 8:40 Pacific time, surrounded by his family, his bandmates, and friends. Petty went to cardiac arrest in his home in Malibu, California, early Monday morning. Could not be revived. For more than 40 years, Tom Petty topped the charts with hit after hit. More than 80 million albums sold. 2002, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In 2008, they rocked the world with the Super Bowl halftime performance. Tom Petty was 66 years old. To get the latest breaking news sent straight to you, download the ABC2 News app, which you can find by searching for WMAR in your phone's app store. 4:37 right now. New this morning, Baltimore County has taken another step toward getting an Amazon fulfillment center in the eastern part of the county. County Council unanimously passing a loan for the new center at Trade Point Atlantic at Sparrows Point, the former Bethlehem Steel site, with a 7-0 vote. In a statement, County Executive Kevin Kamenetz said Amazon and their 1,500 jobs are a, quote, perfect fit for Trade Point Atlantic. We are going to do everything we can to land them there. Open enrollment for the Affordable Care Act starts November 1st, so we're less than a month from that. Now, health exchange officials here in Maryland have opened their online marketplace to give people here an early look at what the plans are going to cost. They are predicted to be much higher this year. Residents can get an early look at the cost of those plans on the website there. Open enrollment ends December 15th. That's only 45 days. Last year, it was open for 3 months. Now, let's send it over to Chief Meteorologist Lynette Sharp.
All right, Christian, we'll start you off this morning with a look at temperatures, because once again, temperatures are going to be the big thing that we focus on, because that's the only thing that we have at this point. It is a bit chilly out there, but pretty seasonal. So these numbers coming in right around 51 degrees in Arnold. That's pretty much where we should be now for the time of year. So Arnold pretty much par for the course as of now. As we head over towards Perryman, the temperatures in the upper 40s there. Dew point still on the low side. So that means that the humidity, that air, definitely on the drier side of things once again. Also, a little bit of patchy fog in some spots this morning. Just have an update in Perryman. That temperature now coming in at 46 degrees. degrees. As we head over towards Gwynn Oak this morning, the temperature there is at 53. Dew point coming in right around 52. Now, will you need the rain gear for today? Not so much. Today is going to be very reminiscent of what we had yesterday. Ample sunshine in the forecast. Yesterday we came in at 75 degrees. I forecasted 74, so we're still on that 2-degree guarantee. That's some good news. Today I'm forecasting right around 75 degrees under a sunny sky. You can see that Baltimore day planner. Once again, temperatures will be nice and seasonal at 72 to right around 75. Let's go check the traffic now with Megan Knight.
All right, Lynette. Well, typical looking commute for 4:30 in the morning. Not looking bad whatsoever. Our drive times are looking good on all the major highways. 95 is in good shape as you're making your way down from Harford County into the city. Same goes if you're traveling up through Howard County going into Baltimore. The JFX is cleared, as is the Fort McHenry Tunnel and the Harbor Tunnel. Live look 695 at Old Court Road. Just 7 minutes to go from 83 to 795. 795 is in good shape if you're traveling through Owings Mills this morning, and no problems to report on 70 eastbound from 29 over to 695. Christian?
Okay, Megan, thanks very much. It's 4:40 right now. We're going to continue our coverage from Las Vegas all morning long. It's the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. 59 people killed, more than 500 injured, and now people across the country are remembering those lost and paying tribute. Meantime, monuments all over the world going dark for the victims, including on the Las Vegas Strip itself, the Eiffel Tower as well, the Empire State Building, all gone dark in honor of those victims. We'll have continuing our coverage when we come back right after this. Welcome back in. It is 4:43. Vigils being held across the country mourning the victims of the massacre in Las Vegas. Stephen Paddock killing 59 people, injuring more than 500 more as bullets rained down from the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino. Omar Jimenez shows us how people are paying tribute to the lives lost.
Popular landmarks across the world have gone dark to honor the victims of a deadly attack. But in Las Vegas, candles shine bright against the night sky. The lights represent love for the lives lost during a country concert. Among the dead, Rachel Parker, a records technician for a California police department.
She was a true professional and just a truly nice person.
Sonny Melton was a registered nurse from Tennessee who died protecting his wife.
He went out protecting Heather. That shows his true self. In his last moments of life, he was protecting other people like he would do every day.
Angie Gomez graduated high school 2 years ago. The cheerleader was involved in choir and loved to act. 20-year-old Bailey Schweitzer was with her mom when she was shot and killed.
Had a heart for people. Bailey was there for everybody.
Jennifer Irvine was a San Diego attorney, passionate about helping people. Rhonda LaRoque was a Massachusetts mom who loved country music. Nisha Tonks had 3 boys. Her company says she brought joy and laughter to the workplace. Jenny Parks, a mother of 2, was a California kindergarten teacher. Susan Smith was a 53-year-old mother and office manager for a California elementary school.
Susan's been with us a long time. She was wonderful, very well loved.
Sandra Casey taught special ed for a California middle school.
We lost a person today who will not be replaced. She's in the hearts forever.
That's Omar Jimenez reporting. Just sad to hear about all those teachers and trying to explain to the kids what had happened there. 4:45 right now. Aside from the horror we all watched in Las Vegas, doctors and emergency personnel in our area say they will immediately put themselves in the shoes of first responders when they see something like that happen. They say they are prepared to take on hundreds of casualties should some kind of a mass shooting happen here. They say that shooting in Vegas just another reminder to get back to their training and keep it current, most of which starts with logistics and triage. A physician advisor we spoke with told us that dealing with the victims quickly and efficiently is the best way to prevent any unnecessary loss of life.
We can stabilize folks, and that's what we have to do initially, is this massive triage. Who needs the operating room immediately? Okay. Then we have to make the decision who can be observed. And the other decision, which is not a great decision, but who's probably not going to make it when you're talking about mass casualty.
and they have to make those decisions in real time. A difficult decision for doctors and nurses, but the tough choices don't stop there. Figuring out who goes where and when, who's going to be involved, all part of the disaster training that they go through. We'll, of course, continue to monitor all the latest developments that are coming out of Las Vegas. There will be more today. We'll have them for you right here and online at abc2news.com. 446 right now. Also today, the now former CEO of the credit reporting firm Equifax will testify to Congress about that massive hack, which, by the way, keeps getting worse. The latest blow coming yesterday. The company saying hackers may have stolen 2.5 million more people's information. That brings the grand total to 145.5 million people. Equifax hired a cybersecurity company to investigate its own breach. That company found the new victims. Equifax says it will notify those people about the breach by next week. President Trump, First Lady Melania Trump, getting ready to fly to Puerto Rico this morning to get a first-hand look at the destruction caused by Hurricane Maria. They will meet with survivors and first responders. The president also planning to sit down with the governor of Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands as well. Many Puerto Ricans struggling. Some of them say they feel forgotten. 5% of the island has power. Just 47% of the people there have clean drinking water. And officials say it could be nearly a year before all the power on the island is restored. Lynette, that was just a devastating storm on Puerto Rico.
Yeah, you know, and remember they had Irma that came in and moved through the air before they even had Maria, so it was just terrible. I am happy to report this morning, though, as of now, the tropics are quiet, and boy, definitely need a break from that. We can see the big picture this morning. Not so quiet across Montana. You can see some snow. Yes, you are not looking at things. You are not crazy. Maybe you're a little crazy, just not crazier than usual, but you do see some snow around Montana this morning. And then as we head towards the middle of the nation, that's where you're dealing with some rain showers, some thunderstorm activity across that area, as well as a cold front will continue to march in our direction. But before that cold front gets here, we will definitely talk about high pressure once again. So lots of sunshine in the forecast for today. Hopefully it got out yesterday with all that sunshine. Temperatures came in at 75 degrees. It felt good on this fall, or in this fall, as we continue through the rest of today into tomorrow. Oh, more of the same. So high pressure is not going anywhere anytime soon, but what high pressure will do is continue to scoot off towards the east, giving us more of a return flow. So speaking of that return flow, once we're on that side, we will start to warm things up. In the meantime, we are looking at temperatures that are on the coolish side of things, chilly side, in fact. So this morning, stepping out and about just like yesterday, don't forget that jacket, especially as the kids head to the bus stop. We can see the numbers in the 50s, 49 in Charleston this morning, 52 in Raleigh. And once again, that warmer air will advect or move in our direction as we go through the next couple of days. So we're going to hit those 80s once again. Already this morning, temperatures in St. Louis at 71, 72 in Jackson, and the dew points are still on the lower side. So we still have these numbers in the 50s, in the 40s. We will definitely take that this morning. And even as we go through the rest of today, but also with the temperatures going up in the next couple of days, and we're going to get more on that south side, that return flow coming in, well, we're also going to be dealing with the humidity that will start to creep back up just a bit. Now, ABC2's most accurate futurecast, it goes into motion and doesn't pick up on a whole lot, right? So you definitely want to follow that timeline, get a little bit confused on the days, but I can tell you today, right into tomorrow, which is Wednesday, it's going pretty quickly this week, right? We will be dealing with more sunshine. Maybe a few more clouds will roll in as we head towards Thursday, as we will have a cold front that gets closer to us, and then it looks like it may stall and then move back in as a warm front as we head into the weekend. So lots going on, but with lots going on, not a whole lot of rain in the forecast. I'll show you the 7-day in just a second. As we continue the rest of the day, cool, crisp start. Again, cool, crisp, comfortable, dealing with that, the 3 C's, not the 3 H's. Dry, sunny, temperatures a little bit above normal, just like yesterday, going with 75 degrees. So 72, 71 is where we should be for this time of the year. There's that 7-day forecast. The 80s will hit us as we head towards Thursday, and the next best chance for rain comes in on Sunday and Monday. Now let's go to check the traffic with Megan Knight.